Good afternoon. My name is Andre. This is for the Group Dynamics course at Liberty University. First, a disclosure, I am not a visual arts student, never studied visual arts, have no interest in it. If I need something like this, I usually hire people. I've been in this industry that I'm with for 35 years, never have had to do this, and I don't really like this exercise. Full disclosure. However, the group dynamic exercise was quite interesting, which had to do with technology. I personally find myself very good with the technology that we use in our office. We are a travel company, and we use computers that have been around for almost 40 years. And most of us have a lot of knowledge and don't want to change. However, I have noticed some of the new technology that is out there that will help our sales, help us focus with our sales, help us develop our customers. And I have attempted to bring the group together to attempt to have people embrace some of the knowledge. The group dynamic that I set up, we have a small team of about 5 to 8 people at any one given time. I've had one group meeting, which was a disaster. I opened it up as more of a round table and discussed what I was doing with the computer technology. It is proprietary, so I can't really discuss what it is. This I have to be very careful. And it was very, very negatively perceived. Most of us have been, everybody in my group has been in this industry for, as I said, some of them over 40 years, and do not want to change, do not want to embrace. Everything works well for them. They work well with stacks of papers on their desk and being very disorganized. This has nothing to do with the exercise. But this kind of gives you of what each person does. As I set it up as a round, I found people being very, going off on tangents, discussing just like what I started to do right then, talking about their paperwork, about this, about the complaints of this customer, complaints of that customer, complaints of one attorney, another attorney. It was getting very out of hand, and I personally have a hard time cutting off people. I'm not very aggressive in that kind of a group dynamic, so I let it go on, and that didn't work. So the group meeting ended before I even knew it was over. We all had to leave. We had other things to do. However, I brought more, when I met with each individual, that worked a lot better. And that's more of where my strength is, almost as in sales. As I talked to each individual, I engaged them. I listened to them. We had more of a diet between the two of us going. I used some great visual props that related just to their situation that I thought would have been helpful. And it was perceived a lot better. I then attempted about a week and a half into the project, another group dynamic or to have everyone discuss what they were getting out of this project. Same thing happened. Everybody got into there. When I opened up for a round, even though at this time I had some other visual props and examples, it still went off in tangents, got out of control, and I gave up. So that goes into my personal self-assessment of this whole group dynamic thing. Is very difficult for me. I have a very hard time cutting people off or controlling people or allowing people to discuss what they're really feeling. Even in the textbooks, reading it, it all sounds really good, but when I try to do it and try to get it out, I don't get this. That's my full disclosure again at the end. Doing this course is very enlightening. I think I've taken a lot of courses in conflict resolution, and I do that well one-on-one, but this forum does not work for me, and I don't see anything that I'm going to be using it in the future. However, it has helped. Primarily, also in doing the other group assignment that we've been doing, I have seen how people discuss and talk amongst each other and can kind of see how we can work off each other, and it helps. I personally am more old school. I feel one-on-one is the way to go. That's the way I'm always going to do it. So, with this group leading report, it is over. It's never going to be any more professional than this. I'm just not a professional speaker, and nor will I ever be at 57 years old. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Some people are great at it, and I appreciate that. I have learned a lot here. Just going to move forward and learn what little I can, and I do appreciate your time. Mahalo.